that peanut butter sandwich don't turn off.
The peanut butter sandwich is on.
And we're back.
Peanut butter
We're
jelly
pretty
long
much
way.
restarting.
Yeah.
But
a
we
little
gotta-
bit of a technical difficulty. We lost about a half hour of content, but we're back.
But we're back. We still got an intro, so what's good? Easter was nice. And that's about it.
Yep. A reappearing guest, Derek Hughes.
Back for the second time.
Back in the glory hole.
Back in black.
Yeah.
Back is Derek.
I hit that
Yep.
sack.
Yeah, we missed.
You kind of. Oh, my bad. You kind of are like Jack Black.
How so? Short and stout.
Yes. Any shout?
You are built a lot like Jack Black.
I think most of the people I get compared to are short and fat.
Dude,
No, but actually, Jack Black is a good one.
yeah, at least he's rich.
And
Yeah.
funny. And funny.
There's
Derek.
Dude,
Before I shaved the beard, yeah.
Is there one with him with just a goatee?
Jack Black in the 90s or whatever, or like 80s, looked crazy as
That's
hell.
definitely Derek. It's 100% Derek.
That's Derek going on a date.
Yeah.
I met a girl on my internet phone.
Good evening, madam.
Would you like to see my lair? Did you watch Love on the Spectrum?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
I've
that's
seen they put a new season up. I haven't watched it yet.
sis guys.
I haven't watched it yet. I've seen the first two, like the first Australian and the first American.
Dude,
That's one of my favorite shows, dude.
dude, Connor found love.
Which one's Connor?
He acts like an Englishman.
Yeah, he must be new to the.
He must be mad. Them two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So it's the American version,
yes.
dude. James, I follow him on.
That guy right there.
Yeah.
He's crazy as
I follow him
hell,
on
dude.
Instagram. He's funny as hell.
he's like the
He's so
the
funny.
shit he says makes me laugh hardcore.
My favorite was the. I like the Australian version better though.
I'm just now starting
Michael.
that. Michael.
Or what was the one dude? Mark. My greatest love is probably dinosaurs. Just obsessed with dinosaurs.
Dude, I watched
Such a
If
sweet
only
guy.
life were that simple.
I watched the new season of the American one, and
I gotta watch it.
towards the end it was just them kissing a lot, and it started to make me feel like I was doing something bad.
See, for me, I love that show, but the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, man, there is one too many similarities between me and these people.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes
I do that.
sometimes
Hey, I do that.
you'll see one of them come on the show, and you're like, wait, you're there?
Hey, I do that.
Hey, you're right, man. I really do love Dino Nuggies. What the fuck?
I do. I love trains, dude. Trains are freaking sick as hell. Eric, that's where they got you there, dude. You love trains.
I do.
That's what you should have said when we had a
Simulator.
question. What you would have done with your lottery winnings? I know for a
buy
fact
a
you.
train.
You're buying
Yeah.
a train.
He would have a
I'd buy a
train
train.
on
if
his
I
property.
did, if I had enough money, I'd buy enough property to build just a round track, just a giant model train.
One little hill, just so you can get some.
Nah.
No, he
Nah.
like a couple diverters, so it has like a couple different routes throughout the property. It would be so sick.
There's a short
You
circle
guys
and
are
a big
getting,
circle.
yeah, you guys are
No,
getting a little too intricate for my.
You're
taste.
talking a dirt track locomotive,
one
pretty
big
much.
oval. One big oval.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been going in circles for 33 years.
Oh, here he comes. yeah, I'd swap the train horn for a meow
I would
as I'm coming through.
let that pussy scream.
Oh man, so I'll just retell the story since we lost the last little bit of content there.
We lost the footage.
For Easter. Went over to my parents' house, like I was telling you guys, and was saying hi. Everybody was at my parents' house, saying hi to everybody, making my rounds, and my dad grabs me and takes me in, and he puts his arm around my shoulder, and he goes, because his side of the family's from northern PA, he's like, me and your mother drove up north over the last weekend, and to pass the time, we listened to your podcast. And right off the bat, I'm like,
Oh, shit.
oh boy. I'm just like I said, I was hearing myself talking about jizzing in my own face, and I'm just thinking about my poor mother listening to it. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, "What'd you think?" And he goes, "Well, I had to explain to your mother what a glory hole is."
You know, it.
My poor innocent mother. I said, "Yeah, it's the hole. It's a hole. It's conversation. It's falling into the hole of endless conversation."
The same woman that looked at you as an innocent child.
What do you mean? What do you mean a penis?
You were
What the hell are you telling my mother?
You were touching your own penis
Look into a hole. What the hell are you talking about?
to my mother.
What the hell are you going on about?
You leave my mother out of this? My mother.
My
My mother. You leave out of this. Dude, it
I
just,
thought that was pretty good. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I was saying. My whole family liked it. My mom, she was cracking up. She did say that she thought it was hilarious. She said that towards the end of the day, she was like, "Yeah, it's good. I don't think I'm gonna listen anymore though." And I was like, "Well, respectfully so."
I get the same like
The
response.
one and done experience for her.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
the same like feel out of Nani. She liked it, thought it was funny, but when she's like, "You talked about doing some inappropriate things to yourself. Like, what the heck's up with that?" And I was like, jerking off onto my face. She goes, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh,
You need to be wearing a prophylactic.
you should be wearing a condom when you do this action, Zachary." I was like, "Oh my god,
You need to be wearing a Jimmy hat.
No, I was like, it's just like what you said. It's like the thought of like,
Shit, I was talking about jizz a lot, huh?
yeah, really, this my grandma would see this, but okay,
You gotta think to yourself, do I have to watch what I say?
Yeah.
do you? Then?
Unfortunately so.
Look at Kanye, he's out there.
Yeah, that's true. Kanye's going hard in the paint, dude.
Dude, he's going so hard.
He is a
You're kind of setting the bar pretty fucking low with him, man.
No, you're setting the bar.
I mean,
you're setting the bar
that
so.
fucker's ground level.
His
I mean, that's like-
his bar's so high with how out there he is. It turned low.
I think I'm going to be Kanye for Halloween
He went-
if you catch my drift.
A Nazi.
No.
did not see that coming.
There, right there. Go back up. Up. Right there. Your mouse is right on it. Right in the middle. Right in the middle between them two. Did you guys see that?
No.
Yeah, I did. It's
Is
crazy.
that really him?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Dude, he was doing
wore
who was interviewing?
He wore a clan outfit that was all black.
Yeah.
And white people.
in an
racist.
interview.
Dude, no,
In
it
an
was
interview.
insane, and he said
Jesus.
nothing but nonsense the whole time.
Yeah, he's like, dude, he is like the Third Reich is coming. Like there it is. Who was interviewing him?
Fourth.
Whatever, I don't care.
I mean, if the third never dissolved, and there'd still be a third. But who knows?
Is this it? Oh, I don't know who that is.
He wore it on a
Academics.
with DJ Academics.
Yeah,
Academics.
Kanye's taking some big steps. I'll just say that.
Dude, he dropped merch that is literally just a T-shirt with swastikas on it.
Yeah.
And then he goes on he goes to his Twitter to be like, "Yo, I got iced out swastikas. Check me out." Like, what do you do? And then he's like,
taking-
"Oh wait, it gets better. All my models are really skinny black dudes with white swastika shirts. What the hell was going on with you, dude? What are you doing?
He's off his rocker.
I just want to know.
Look at that thing.
What
Look
is he on?
Derek, look.
Where can I get it?
Nothing. He is suffering
Dude,
from mental
he's
illness.
on Kanye. That's what he's on.
He's on Kanye.
He's on that. His brain's on that West.
He's on demon mode. He's on Super Saiyan mode.
Don't ask him what he
Yeah, Kanye went Super Saiyan.
say. Yo, dude, I don't even know if I'd insult Dragon Ball like that. This dude's out here trying to resurrect Hitler, dude.
Yeah, he's taking big steps. And
What
then
did he
not
say?
necessarily
What-
in a good direction.
Didn't he actually say "I love Hitler" like or something like that?
No, yeah, he said something
Something
along
like
the
that.
lines of like Hitler wasn't that bad of a guy.
Yeah, like he
Like,
named.
yo!
Hitler had the right idea.
No, he named.
Like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, like wow! Don't say
You
that.
trying to hang on to that career? Or?
Are you done? Are you done with your sentence so I can react now? Because you just name dropped the worst guy ever, dude.
Yeah, he's going nuts. Kanye is a perfect example of mental illness. I think that's like fair to say.
He's like what CTE, like conscious CTE is.
Yeah, or
like
some level of autism. Like
or
he's
mad cow disease in a human.
right. Kanye's. I honestly don't think it's drugs. I think he's just.
I'm
racist stereotype exists for a reason, and they all be true. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How do you get to,
How do you get to
I
I don't
say
even
that?
know
miss
what
the
the
old
fuck
me.
anti-Semitic means. It's just some bullshit.
The old me that didn't love Nazis.
Jesus.
Dude, what the hell is up with this dude? He went from like college or high school dropout, whatever his album was, to I love
God.
Hitler.
Dude, those are just
Yeah.
getting worse.
Noise.
He's crazy.
Dude, I told
I
you.
love
crazy.
when Jew.
I'm so glad that he's just now getting to experience like this.
I can't
on
really
camera.
read that from here.
Hey, speaking of famous people,
What?
R.I.P. the Pope.
Rest in peep, Franny.
Rip Franny. Rip Franny.
He was a guy.
Yep.
What was Francis's real name again? It was not Francis.
It's Bobosa something. I don't know.
Jorge Mario
Jorge Mario.
That was probably bad.
Borgoglio. Jorge Mario
My bad.
Borgoglio.
Jorge Mario Bergoglio.
My name is Jorge Mario Bergoglio.
Yeah, when
You
he
guys are going to hell.
But you call me a Pope Francis.
I can't. I laugh when Derek said,
In the
My
name
bad.
of the Father, the Son, and the
"My
Holy Spirit.
My bad.
My bad.
I
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
we have one.
You have been baptized. You have been baptized by Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Even though it's not Italian, it still sounds so much better in Italian.
Latin American.
Yeah, Latin American.
It does. Like
I think it's
It-
I don't
said
know if-
Buenos Aires.
How-
Buenos
is
Aires.
the accent similar?
Dude, I don't know what
I
accent
don't
you're
know,
doing, but it
that's
sounds
Rio de
great.
Janeiro. isn't it?
Italian's pretty close to Spanish, so I imagine that's probably similar to what he sounded like.
I mean, Spanish.
I don't know. I've never even heard him speak.
Spanish came from Italian.
But
didn't
but his
Latin,
his death
I'm not sure about that one.
marks the start of the rapture.
Not Italian. How much bolder does he get? Jeez.
Yeah.
He's not the
Born in
current pope. He's
Pope
dead.
Francis is. No, he's not the current pope. Actually,
Yeah.
somebody should update this.
He deathed.
He died the death. I guess he was.
Now,
pretty
how
sick
do you
for a
wake
while.
up dead?
What in the hell is even that?
BIP, my big bro.
Rest in peace,
Rest in peace.
P. Franny.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. May you go with him.
Dude, I'm pretty sure. Then I don't know what it's called, like swearing
That was
in or
pretty good.
coronating or whatever. Like
What are you talking about?
the
You
new,
just need like one of
the
the,
How
new
they become
pope.
the Pope?
Yeah, they already got the next
I
guy
don't
in
know.
there.
I just feel like I don't know.
pretty sure the Cardinals
Whoever
vote on a
praised
new pope.
whoever praised the hardest.
Hardcore prayer.
I think it's
It's like that video, dude. I don't know why this made me think of. But
Who
did you ever see
prayers
that?
the
It's like a clip from a news, and it's like some like little like nerdy white dude outside of like. It almost looks like some like one of like the like Pittsburgh like surrounding communities. You know what I mean? Like houses along the side of the street, and someone like keyed his card or like graffitied or something. And he's like to the people that did it, you better change your ways. Or change your name. And someone like did an edit where it like it's fun.
I've also seen the one from the guy.
the dark inside of me.
No, that's not it.
I don't know.
They-
That's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna start doing that anytime I say something. Someone's like, what's that? I don't know about that.
Hit him with a water boy coach.
Yeah.
You guys remember when Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and butt doctor with a burp? Oh, do you?
Needle dick, needle dick, needle dick. Hey, moron!
Dude, my favorite part about that movie, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this,
Vicky
but
Valley,
my,
go and show me
my
little boobies.
favorite
I
part
like
about
them
that movie,
boobies.
every single time it shows his mother. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this. Every time it
Charlie
shows...
Daniels.
Huh?
Plays Charlie Daniels.
No, every time it shows... What's her name? Kathy Bates. Every scene that she's in, she is cooking some absolutely
Disgusting
absurd animal.
What part of the snake
There's like
would
one-
you say we're eating? Well, snakes don't really have parts, but if I had to say, I'd say it's his knee.
His meat.
Mr. Klein.
There's one part she barbecues like baby crocodiles.
Yeah, like a whole baby
Oh yeah.
alligators, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
I swear to
like,
God,
What's
if you
for
go through-
dessert?
Bobby-
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
If
like
you go through it, every scene that she's in, she's cooking some absurd animal.
it goes something like
But they all look good, though.
Vicky Valancourt
Like,
and
I would eat
his
the
mom
fuck
are
out
arguing
of
about
it.
like
you would.
arguing about like him Bobby being a
The fuck
man.
does that mean?
And she's like, yeah, he
It
isn't.
means that you eat nasty shit.
You eat gross critters.
Squirrel tastes good.
It is pretty decent.
And we're back. Adobe crashed. I think.
OBS.
OBS.
Crashed.
Your Chevy.
Hey, crashed my Chevy into the
Bargolio's Chevy. Bargolio's Chevy crash right into a ditch.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Slowly cursing the podcast.
Sometimes I may be good, sometimes I may be shit.
So, you guys want to hear something pretty cool?
I do.
Yeah.
Are you ready? All right, seriously, are you ready?
Yes.
Fuck you. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Anyways, actually, I don't know how to start this to make it sound like better. So, here we go.
Speak it.
I'm going to speak in my mind right now. My pap was doing some research about the Klingsmith like family history, right? And we've been
You're
here.
Nazis.
No,
Huh.
Thank Christ.
we left before you. We okay. Hear this out.
Looks like I'm
Since
not doing
I'm
a
a-
podcast
since-
with you anymore because I can't because you're a Nazi.
Since I'm a Nazi,
Don't
Derek.
flip that.
Not C.
Nazi.
I'm not seeing what you're
Get
saying.
another Kanye supporter. Calm down.
All right, anyways.
We to double on that. We left Germany in like 1680 or something like that. Before it was even the German Empire.
How the fuck would they know that? Like, is that like documents and shit?
Hey, hear me out.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
There's no chance.
There may be some affiliation.
There's a better chance.
There's no direct connection.
All right. What's the story here?
All right. So, you guys know, like Prussia and all that shit became the German Empire and everything else.
Sure.
We left before that, 1680, because they were practicing Protestant, like Christian, and the Catholics drove them out because they were killing them. And so they left, and they traveled by land until they got to a port, came back. I mean, well, didn't come back. They left, came to Pennsylvania. They came here. This is, and then up until the French-American Indian War or whatever. I don't know how you pronounce that, right? Like,
The French and Indian War?
French Indian War.
French and Indian War.
Yeah, okay. French and Indian War. Like in Hannah, we owned Jeanette. It was Fort Klansman. And then during that war, throughout it, the Indians killed the whole family, captured the two brothers. One was named Casper, and one was named John. And then,
Did Casper end up becoming a ghost?
No, actually, kind of. He just
Did
disappeared.
they kill him?
No, he disappeared from their line of
He
sight.
ghosted them.
Casper
ghosted them?
He ghosted them, went right back to the white people.
Holy hell.
I'm not sure. Yeah. There's plaques in there from us in Hannistown, and there's plaques in Jeanette too. Casper left and stayed here.
Casper ghosted.
Casper ghosted the Indians and captured them, and then John stayed. And with the Indians, and they travel to Erie. That's why I said like the other half of my family tree like starts at Erie, like from way back when. And because he stayed and he got one Indian girl, and it was the chief's daughter, and he ended up becoming the first white Native American, like native chief. Good John.
Your uncle. Your uncle.
My like
Your uncle was the first.
either uncle or grandfather.
Your uncle.
It's either my
Your
uncle
uncle
because
did
he
the first red face.
Yes. He got captured and was like, you know what? I'm not that bad. Look, see, I'm not that bad.
Your uncle was Jeremiah Johnson.
He had that building camouflage, bro.
Holy crap.
That's crazy.
And the last name of Kanye Smith is like Kanye Schmidt or something like that.
Klingenspite.
Yep, that's probably pronounced in Germany. You're way better at accents than me. And it just means blacksmith, and ironically, we're still just like machinists.
Wow. So
They were bell makers and farmers.
That's actually dope.
you're blowing my mind. That is dope.
Yeah, so like from like Bushy Run to Jeanette, like Jeanette area, like Bushy Run,
Yeah.
like those old houses, like over there and
You guys
Hannah.
owned.
Jeanette, yeah, that was Fort Cleansville. I don't know who their father was and prior to that, but I know we came over here due to religious persecution for practicing Christianity, so we fled to the Pennsylvania Hills. And we became a predominant family, and during the war we got knocked off pretty hard.
That's insane.
Them Indian warriors did a number. And then Good John was over there like, hey man, I'm not that bad. I'm 9
I'll
years.
chill with you. I'll be chill with you.
They were 9.
He was
They were 9. They were twin brothers. They were 9.
when he became an
Okay,
Indian.
I don't know twins, but like 9, around the age of 9. And one stayed with the Indians, and
One
he
ghosted.
and he came back, and no one would believe him because
That's where the story Casper the Ghost came from.
Yeah, he looked like an Indian, like a Native American too, because like he spent all his time out in the woods and like in the sun and everything, so he was weathered. He was just white. And they're like, yeah, we don't believe you. And he's like, my name's John Cleansmith. Like, this is like my right to my land. And they're like, nah, we don't know.
I don't think so.
What's that?
No, it says Peter.
The log house that is now at historic Town shows typical German construction. The structure is 28 by 19. The logs are made out of chestnut and cut by 18-inch squares.
I was looking at the paragraph below it
It's pretty cool.
because it talks about the kidnapping and shit.
In 1802, the Cleansmith purchased a large farm in Gilpen, Leesburg, and receiving a land grant from Pennsylvania's Land Grant Commission.
Yeah, that says Peter. That says his name was Peter.
Yeah, and the one below the one you read before that.
The origins.
The Klingensmith house shows influence at German culture. That one.
Yeah, and it says their land grant can be traced to 1682 when William Penn appointed Thomas Home as Surveyor General. They were here when William Penn, the owner of Pennsylvania.
Your family was boys with William Penn.
Yeah, they were around when he was like, yeah, this is my backyard. Do you want to stay here? No.
You want some schnitzel?
We have nice heels.
What are some oats?
I just think it's pretty crazy.
Lots of oats.
That's all we have.
Can I paint his vuhu?
Like growing up, I always got like some clips and stories like I would share with you guys. Like I told you, like we've been here a long time. Like we've been here a long freaking time, dude.
Wow. You're one of the OGs.
Yeah, it must be something in the water because we can't leave.
That is pretty nuts. I didn't know it.
If I wasn't looking at proof, I would have called bullshit.
Dude, and that's proof on the internet. My pap has actual proof, like the actual stories that directly
supposedly, and I have no proof of this, like you're saying, but supposedly through some chain of events, I'm distantly related to General Custer.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
I was gonna guess the guy that started World War I, the assassin. My bad.
You'd have guessed wrong.
My bad. General Custer.
General Custer.
Who's that?
He was a coward.
Was he a buster?
He was a buster.
Was he a
General
straight
Custer the
buster?
Buster.
There's no direct relationship
There's
between General George Armstrong Custer and the Angiolieri family.
Yeah, but you're like one nut away from like wrong. You know what I mean? They don't know where the nuts have gone.
That's what I mean. Well, but like I said, I don't know how true it is. I don't have any.
How many illegitimates he had
Right.
out there in the wilds?
Prominent poet from.
But the other thing is, my family was given. My family was given that last name. My great grandfather or great grandfather. I don't remember which one. I think it was my great grandfather was born. His mother was wealthy, and she yanked the poor guy and got pregnant, and her parents wouldn't allow her to keep the baby because they were like, "Oh, it's a poor baby," so she had to take it to an orphanage where it was given the name. I think his name was Angelico or something like that.
I know my grand's side.
In Sassuolo, Italy.
Like the people that came over and started her side of the family. Like we have pictures of it and everything. They came over that recently. Like they're old, like early 1900s, late 1800s kind of pictures, but you know, still more recent than 1680. They her name was Nana, her name was Carla, and Carlo had a daughter, and Carla had a daughter, and it was my Aunt Gusta, and I forget the other one's name.
Gusta.
So I don't know what their actual name is, or what Gusta's like father's lineage or name is. You know what I mean? All I know is from their unity on, and I didn't think about that until you just said that. I was like, But it doesn't really matter though, because they had children together, and my grandma's mother is one of their two children, so it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Who's that?
Angelico Angelieri.
He lives in Virginia.
Well, he's probably
From Minnesota.
yeah. He's with Pope Francis right now.
He was 36 in 1918.
He's still a baby.
He's with Pope Franny.
Franny be resting.
He would
R.I.P.
have been born in 1882.
I know they came from Sassuolo.
Sassuolo, Italy.
Yeah, don't quote me on that.
Sauce.
Ferrato.
A. Ferrato.
Saucy fries.
Yeah, they come from that Sassuolo town over there.
Saucy Rado, man.
Over there in Italy.
Just go down a second dumpster.
Yeah.
They come down through that Paris Island or whatever it was.
The one with the lady on it.
One with the
Yeah.
The one with the lady on it.
Statue of America.
She has the thing that's on fire in her hand, you know what I'm saying?
They come down and they gave them their Italian names and all that, you know.
They screwed them up too, you know. Some guys got better names, some guys.
Where? You know what I want to know?
You're like hitting in between a Sopranos accent and like Midwest.
It all depends on if my nose is clear or not. I have a stuffy nose today.
It's like we don't really have to try a Pittsburgh accent. I mean, we live right fucking there.
Be annoying. Be obnoxious.
Yeah, and
That's what I was going to say. A lot of accents make sense.
Be a fucking yinzer.
Pittsburgh accent, you almost gotta try to.
Where does the
wrong.
Pittsburgh accent come from?
People not knowing English.
Why do we sound like that?
I don't know.
No. I don't know.
I wonder if it comes from like immigrants coming here and they didn't know English. So it's like, you know what I mean?
So they just started going,
Hey, downtown.
They-
Jet.
People are like, oh, we're
Head
going
down to Permani's, get a chip ham sandwich downtown.
down. How about them Steelers, huh?
How about them Stillers?
Did you go to All in Pittsburgh?
I tell you, that Ben Worthless burger.
Sure couldn't throw worth a shit.
Ben Worthless Burger.
Pittsburghese.
The Pittsburghese. You know what a babushka is?
Don or Dawn?
Dawn.
Down.
Dawn.
Come around, go down.
Caught.
Shit's about to go down.
You ever just
Don
like
Pan.
say words like you notice you got kind of a weird accent?
No.
Like if somebody were to listen to you from somewhere else?
No, but I've had people point it out. I went to a gun bash one time. There was a dude from Arizona. And literally, like every sentence, he would go, "See, there's one." I'm like,
Dude, I hate that. It makes you feel awkward. You're like, fuck you, dude.
yeah. Congratulations, you noticed a difference.
Yeah. You do that cookie?
My buddy from deep South Kentucky.
I like that.
Hey there, bud.
I'm coming here to meal.
Going.
Gone.
Gone. Slippy.
Wait,
Up. Nippy.
Wait,
Jag. Gum band.
wait. Slippy is a Pittsburgh thing?
Slippy?
The word slippy?
Chip tan. Telepool.
Gum bands?
Nabby.
Jumbo. You gotta say it like jumbo.
Sandwiches? Yeah, well,
Sandwiches. Perch.
couldn't.
Spigot.
Didn't.
Jeet
Church.
jet.
Spigot.
I used to have a T-shirt that was Pittsburghese.
Keller.
Hi.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say it like that.
I have.
Ahaya.
Gotta do a higher.
Yins.
Yin's
Down
guy
my
is
way.
gonna go to a higher.
Pittsburgh, it's Yins.
Pop versus soda.
If you call it a fucking soda, you're a weirdo.
Blue collar capital of the world.
I call it a nice cold.
Just saying.
P-O-P.
Pop.
Fun history fact about Pittsburgh. At one point in time, 2 of our mills alone were outproducing Great Britain in steel. As a
All over
nation.
the Steel City.
Just 2 of the mills. What?
We got that dog.
Dude, literally, we got that steel. We got that iron beam built in.
Yeah, it was Fort Duquesne. Yep.
It was French. See, like sometimes I wonder why, like some Americans just think French people suck and everything, and like I think back, I'm like,
Fucking frogs.
they kind of do stank. Even in my aspect, they had killed they almost ended us here for me. But
Well, we ran them out of here, and then they showed up late to help
yeah,
us.
and then they came back and they're like, "Hey man, my bad. Let's do this, man." What? Talk about some hypocrites.
First newspaper west of the
Pittsburgh
Alleghenies.
Is what?
The Pittsburgh Gazette.
I never read that.
1789.
Have you guys ever read the Pittsburgh Gazette?
I have not.
Derek, why would you have read the Pittsburgh Gazette?
They sell it at the fucking gas station.
That's a Tribune review.
Shit.
Have you read Pittsburgh newspaper?
Directed by Robert D. Wade.
Oh man.
That's like saying I read Baltimore's newspaper. Why the hell would I read Baltimore's newspaper?
Yeah. Every once in a while,
Pittsburgh Post Gazette.
I read the Colorado Collections.
Well, I read
That's why I recognize.
I read the Horse Trader.
Every once in a while, I read the, West Africa Today.
The Gazelle Trade.
The Gazelle Trade. Oh man, that's funny stuff.
Dude.
What else is new?
I got
I don't know if I want to get up to go grab a beer.
I got laid off partially as being a chef already.
Yeah, I forgot we missed out on that. We missed that. We lost like
We lost some pretty
good,
solid stuff.
30 minutes of materials, and now we're trying to
Make up for it.
yeah. We're trying to
Hey, I'll take that. The Tribune Review based in Greensburg has a more conservative editorial stance. Let's go, brother.
hell yeah.
Big Bird. Hey, here's your dirt.
Thank you.
That's funny. We live so close to Pittsburgh that it brings up our newspaper.
Time to hear the most sexiest sound in the world.
I thought it was gonna be your zipper. I'm kidding.
Usually people get disappointed when they hear that.
Or scared.
Did you know? Did you know? Where is it? You're gonna laugh. And Tyler can pull it up.
$20 says I
To
don't.
be considered to be hung as a horse. A horse has a certain length to their body weight.
So you have a
So
little
if you
wiener.
converted that to like people, you only need to have like a 4-inch pecker to be hung like a horse.
I was like, just saying you did the math for all this and saying this.
No, I saw it on TikTok.
Nah, you did the math.
You're like, so I was looking at.
I wish your calculator had history.
So I was looking at this horse cock.
And then I did the calculations.
So I was yanking.
Maybe you just need to look up horse to cock ratio.
I probably wouldn't look at it.
Did you look up hung as horse math? Hung like a horse math. Nice. That is a horse's penis. I'm kidding. There's no horse's penises.
Oh, hey, over there.
Oh,
Right,
Derek has
left. Right there.
Derek has watched this video 50 times.
That's the video I was talking about.
The average horse
weighs
weighs
1,000 pounds and has a 20-inch dick that's a ratio of 50 pounds to 1 inch. So an average man weighing 200 pounds needed a 4-inch dick to be hung like a horse. I weigh 250 and I got 5.
that horse.
It's definitely not 5.
It's like a pony.
I was gonna say I'm still not hung like a horse.
Yeah, I'm still like still miniature horse, miniature pony, dude.
I'm hung like a.
Pittsburgh's a great place. You know, Polio came out of Pittsburgh.
No, it's the dude from Pittsburgh discovered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He killed it. He's from here. Well, he
So
lives
did Smog.
What?
Smog. We were like the first city ever famous for smog.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Back in like the early the Industrial Revolution, early 1900s.
You imagine like
I don't know if that's a
good
part of history.
like how we know that Pittsburgh
I
is
think it's
today.
fucking sweet.
We get imagine like how you see today. You're driving through the tunnels and you don't see nothing besides like the glow of the furnaces. And
Smog.
shit.
The children yearn for the mines.
Yeah.
We yearn for the middle. Pittsburgh was a crazy I don't know it made Pennsylvania what it was on our side.
Yeah, I was gonna say no.
On our side, like the industrial side, not the democratic political side like Philadelphia. That's where like the politic and like that kind of sector is from. Where the steel mills, where the trains.
Kind of an offshoot, but that company I worked for before this company bought us out. When I worked with Siemens, they've been around since 1845, I think.
It's pretty crazy.
Wait.
Pittsburgh
How-
was known for steel, and then Connellsville was known for was known for.
That bug just freaking.
The damn bug has got you.
You leaned on him.
Did I?
Yeah, he gone.
But anyway, Connellsville is known for. You have to look it up, Tyler. It's like one of the best coal seams in the United States. Is Connellsville known for its? It's like. I looked it up one time, and I was talking to my boss about it, and I sent him a picture, or like a screenshot. It's like the best anthracite coal seam or something like that. It was once known as the coke capital of the world because of the high quality. Wait, what kind of coal is it? Does it
High
say?
quality coal.
It's a specific kind of coal, though. Bituminous. Bituminous.
Specifically, high-quality coking coal. This coal was crucial in the region's steel industry, and the resulting coke made from the coal earned Connellsville the nickname "Coke Capital
Ain't
of
that
the World."
something?
Yeah.
Coal keeps the lights on.
It's just crazy. Like, Connellsville is known for coal. Pittsburgh is known for steel. That's not even like, oh, locally, that's what we do. Like, this is the coke capital of the world, steel capital of the world.
And we're
How old is
an
Pittsburgh?
industrious. How old is Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Well,
like
1700s. Yeah, because it was
Holy,
Duquesne.
holy shit. Founded in 1681 by William Penn.
That's PA. Yeah.
Yeah, they said they tracked our Clay Smith land grants to 1682.
1758 is when Pittsburgh was founded.
General John Forbes.
So when we first arrived here, Pittsburgh was literally not even existent.
No,
I don't even think they had gotten this far
right
into the country.
They didn't know.
They
Like,
had
they didn't know where
in
Pennsylvania
in
ended.
1682 we got our land grant, so Fort Duquesne had to be established.
Nah.
No.
That's just as
Like when they-
just as west as where we're at now, pretty much. It's a little more east, not that much though.
It's east.
Southeast actually. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at me like I'm like crazy retarded. It's not like fucking Pittsburgh to Philadelphia distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're also talking about like they didn't even have roads.
Fort Duquesne.
Penn was here.
It took them a minute to get 10
I
miles.
guarantee.
Even when we were the
I bet you Fort Duquesne
colonies, we
was.
didn't really.
I bet you Fort Duquesne. No, just Fort
No,
Duquesne.
Like the actual
Fort Duquesne.
Fort
Yeah.
Duquesne.
Fort Duquesne.
Constructed by the
1754.
1754.
It was literally just. It was nothing.
Yeah.
I got proven wrong. So we literally just been chilling here. My family's been chilling here so long. There was just nothing.
Well, you got to think many of them early settlers probably didn't get much farther than probably where modern day Harrisburg is.
We were here.
Like halfway through the state.
Our
Right,
la-
but you weren't here like
1682. We get the.
Fort Duquesne was during like
No,
the
that's-
French and British expansion.
Like
So
French
your family
owned
was
it.
here like this was a country long before the French.
Yeah, they were
expansion.
just here.
Right.
Like it was barely even named Pennsylvania when they were here. Like he just got it as a gift like 2 years prior.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's like, you can have a land grant here. And they're like, where is here? They're like, on the map, pretty much.
Yeah. If you're good at reading a map and using a compass, walking a straight line.
Can you imagine having to wait like the days and weeks for your surveyor to get back to like, hopefully you have someone.
Months. Oh my god, because they probably did it, like, I would have to imagine most of it on foot.
Foot or horseback.
The sextant.
Well, think about Pennsylvania is so hard to, like, think about navigating through Pennsylvania before vehicles, before roads, anything like that. In like the ridge, especially like if you're going from from Philadelphia to Harrisburg to Pittsburgh, you're going through like central ridge and valley mountains. There's no going up and over.
Why do you think
It's
most of
not
the
happening.
oldest cities and towns in the state are on flat land?
Exactly.
Even
So
the
like,
poor bastards
so like,
wanted to climb up a mountain. That's like the joke we made up at Bear
they
Camp.
didn't. They could. There is no dude. Like the Pennsylvania mountains are so steep. They weren't gonna like. Their best bet is like when you hit the mountain, and since it's a ridge, you hit the mountain and you just go north or go south until you find a break in the mountain, and then go through the break and keep pushing west, and then find the break in the next mountain. I mean, it would have taken months, dude. Imagine like.
And then you gotta map
Think about it too. Yeah,
the whole
ways to
thing.
travel back then. You either walked, you got on a horse or something that was pulled by a horse, or you got on a boat on a river.
Yeah.
And
Which I
wait for
guess,
this.
I guess
boat was probably the fastest.
river traveling, yeah, probably would have been pretty popular in Pennsylvania.
That's if you're going downriver, not upriver.
Right.
God, could you imagine being the poor bastard having to row upriver for like 100 miles? We gotta get there, gentlemen. I don't want to fucking get there.
That's what you call a
walk.
slave.
I'll walk over that mountain. I don't give a fuck anymore.
That person was definitely a slave.
Yeah. Yeah.
No free will
Was
person
that
is
last
growing
bear
up.
camp, or was that the bear camp before we made that joke about the first settlers in PA finding the mountains in Potter County and they were lost?
Oh, yeah.
Like looking at a map, it's like, fuck, I don't know how to read this.
There shouldn't be mountains here.
My favorite towns in like states like Kansas and Nebraska and Oklahoma, like the Great Plains. That's where the wagon broke down.
Oh, yeah.
Because who in the flipping heck would want to live
Who
there?
the freaking heck would want to stay here,
It's
dude?
even better, like Colorado and all them right at the edge of the Rockies. They got through the East Coast all the way there, and then they saw the Rockies and they were like, nah.
Yeah, they already fought through Appalachia.
Yeah.
Now they get to the
Tornadoes
They see
and
more mountains. They're like
Natives.
well,
We get to those mountains and you see them damn things touching the sky, and they were probably like, nah, this is good enough.
I'm good. I'm good. Then you got people like the Donner Pass.
the Dahmer Party. Is
Yeah.
that what you're talking about? The Dahmer Party?
Yeah.
Where even was that? I don't even remember.
California.
California.
Was it?
That's a crazy story.
Not surprised that Californians don't know how to make it.
Or, not surprised they eat each other.
That too.
That's the Donner story. It was just one guy ended up making it. Like everyone else died, and he ate them, or like a group
He
of them.
munched them all.
Imagine.
Imagine.
You ever seen the movie Ravenous?
Nah.
It's like kind of
Is it
like
about that?
it's kind of like a play on that story. It's pretty good.
Imagine showing up to town and you're like, you have to explain that you were in this giant party and you're the only one that survived. But not only that, you've ate.
No, it was the last one. You just pulled up. Yeah.
There were 12 of you. What happened to you guys?
It's about the Civil War too. Like it's all like that theme.
I ate them.
And then it's like if you eat them, you like gain their power and like their soul and stuff.
Grubbing on your friends is diabolical.
Like,
That's crazy business.
and like that the main character.
Yeah.
I think I'd make a mean brisket.
I do like brisket with a nice.
Maybe a little too much cap on the end.
I think I drink way too much beer to make a good brisket, dude. I'm already.
What do you mean? That dude? No, you got it all wrong.
No, there's a
The more
perfect.
beer you drink, the better that brisket's
The
gonna
Green
be.
Inferno.
That's the worst horror movie ever.
That is one hell of a movie.
I thought that was a.
I love that movie. It's
You should
great.
never-
Ain't that superhero?
No,
You should.
I know.
that's the Green
The
Lantern.
Green Lantern.
No, the Green Inferno. That's a messed up movie.
He's that guy that fought Batman or Spider-Man or one of them guys.
I love the Green Lantern.
When they're like cutting his tongue and shit out of his face. He's
Derek, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
One
You're
time.
the only person who knows that.
Yeah.
Have you never
That
watched the
whole-
movie?
Yeah.
I got through a piece of it. And I was
yeah,
like, this is
And
bullshit.
one time we were up at
I
camp.
made him watch it when he was like 12.
One time we were up at camp. He tries to pretend like, oh, I don't actually watch this stuff. We were up at camp one time.
Yeah, because I felt weird for liking that shit.
Ended up getting super drunk, and I passed out. And I wake up at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and I come walking out of the bedroom that I was sleeping in, and this dude is wide awake on the couch watching Saw
Saw 3.
3,
I think it was 3.
and I go,
Whatever one has that Wahlberg brother in it.
is that it?
Donnie Wahlberg, whichever one has him in it.
I think it was 2. I was
think it
gonna
was
say
2.
I was thinking 2. But anyway, I walk out. He's watching
Saw 4.
4. You're watching Saw 4. I walk out and I'm like,
Oh no, it's 2 and 4. He's in 2 and 4.
Oh.
Saw 2 was the one you walked out and I was watching.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was 2.
Yeah.
Derek,
But I'm like, what are you doing? I walk out, I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, what? I can't find the remote. It's sitting right beside his leg. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night.
Derek always has a
You want to
good.
tell them how you nuke 10 pounds of macaroni in a microwave?
That has nothing.
Yeah, I was still drunk. I was still drunk, and I filled one of
Like a
those
salad
giant,
bowl.
yeah, like a
Like a
salad bowl.
porcelain salad.
Filled it to the brim with water and dumped as much macaroni as I could into it and put it in the microwave at like half an hour.
No, you thought you put it in for half an hour. It was in there for 3 hours.
That might be
a little Fabergé.
a little fat. It was like because I meant to put it in for like a couple minutes, but I ended up hitting too many zeros. So it was like it was hours, but I think it was a long time. And then I had forgotten about it. I had forgotten that I put it in there. So we were just kind of chilling, and then we heard this like crackling and then a paw. And I turned around, and there was smoke billowing out of the microwave.
I thought we smelled it at first.
I think
Like we
did.
smelled burnt rubber. And we were like,
What's that
what the
smell?
hell
And then-
was that?
And then it was like this. And I was like, what the fuck? And I like turned around, and there was smoke billowing out of the microwave.
Thick white smoke just
Yeah.
filled the entire cabin.
Oh, that
less than a
smells
minute.
so bad, dude.
Oh, dude, he's like trying to throw on oven mitts. Like, grabbed the whole microwave, took it out on the porch, just set it on the porch. We had to turn the fan on in the kitchen trying to get the smoke out.
It was stanky.
Dude, it smelled like burnt rubber. Dude, the microwave
tried
is
to
still
eat
in the camp.
I tried to eat the mac and I tried to
Oh,
eat the mac.
he was a trooper. He tried. He mixed the cheese in it and everything and still went for it. He said it tastes like burnt rubber.
Yeah, because the bowl is
Dude, that
now
microwave
in
is still
mac
there.
and cheese.
That microwave is still at that camp and it still works.
Yeah, it was never the microwave that was the problem. It was the load of mac and cheese in it.
Yes, slight negligence on my upbringing.
Yeah.
It
Because like
happens.
we were scared that the owner of the camp, family friend of mine, was gonna get pissed. That we were like,
Yeah,
messing up his camp.
I showed up to this camp trip at the end of it.
yeah, and you guys threw pancakes on the roof.
I did not throw pancakes on the roof.
Pancakes were thrown on the roof.
I didn't participate, but I threw pancakes on your Pathfinder that you drove up there. I did do that.
But yeah, I thought he was gonna get mad, so we like cleaned the microwave and put it back and just like left it unplugged. It was like hoping he'd try to use it.
I think he broke it.
Think he broke it. Nope, still there. Still there. Now that microwave is from like, dude, it has to be the 80s.
Dude,
It has
microwaves,
to be late 80s.
they're just good units.
They don't make them like they used to.
One of my camps, they old it like, it doesn't turn. The dish is square. Like, there's nothing about it that screams modern. It looks like that clock that every dad has on their nightstand.
The one in
The
my
General Electric alarm clock.
Or just kicks on like a shittiest radio ever, and it's a static. He's like, 96 million kids coming at you live in the morning. You're like,
This is 95.5 fuck. Hard rock. Hard cock. Hard rock.
let's get into it.
That was pretty fluent. Is that the?
I heard it on TikTok once.
It's Derek's personal radio
Yeah, I was
station.
gonna say you seemed to have that down pretty.
If you follow Derek's
If I ever
Spotify
opened a radio
Premium,
station, it would be called 95.5 fuck.
95.5 fuck! That's pretty good. Speaking of burning mac and cheese and shit when we were kids, we didn't have an oven in the house yet. And my dad's like, hey, I'm gonna be a decent dad. Let's try to make Christmas cookies. It's just me and Kay and him. He puts them in the toaster oven. We go in the, because we were living in the dining room, in the laundry room, in the kitchen. It was like there's beds and everything, but the rest of the house was gutted, like being renovated.
It's hard. Yeah, that's how our house was in Greensburg.
Yeah, so we're sitting there eating Hot Pockets out of
That house is still for sale.
the other toaster oven, chilling. And the next thing you know, the smoke alarm starts going off, the one you just put up. Go out there, and the inside of the toaster oven is just a firebox. My dad opens it, like right where the TV is in the kitchen, and engulfs the cabinets in fucking flames. So he just grabs it and takes off. The whole toaster oven just takes off while it's on fire and just fucking whips it out the back door. Or the back patio. He's like, goddamn motherfucking thing! Back! Sorry, kids, you got no more Christmas cookies. Like,
I remember my dad was trying to make Jiffy Pop, and he was a little sauced. So he was making Jiffy Pop. I don't know if Tyler was old enough to remember, but I remember it. It was cooking it, and, it expanded and did what it was supposed to, and then it like cracked open, and then it caught fire. And my dad's just sitting there going, shit! Opens the window in the kitchen, he just, whoo! Tosses it out the window, throws it in the yard.
it's better to do it outside. And for some reason,
I was more sad that I didn't get Jiffy Pop. I wanted popcorn.
I was so excited. It was like first like Christmas cookies after the divorce. My dad's like, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're like, yeah. They catch on fire, all burnt, and then there's just charcoal Christmas cookies scattered all over the fucking snow on the back porch, and they busted up toasters. It was just on fire.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Dude, he never even refinished the cabinets or nothing. Like he literally just grabbed it so fast that he probably singed his face there with fire. He's like, fuck. He should have run. With a box of fire. There's nothing better than dads handling a shitty situation that they had no idea they were about to handle.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Panic in a father's eyes.
And then the
One of those.
and then,
Do you ever have those moments with your little ones?
Yeah.
Like now you can kind of see what our parents thought at the time, I guess.
Most of the time, it's just I get all the frustration, all the times, the.
Yeah. This is why I don't fucking talk.
Sometimes he'll do something or say something or ask a question. I'm like, man, I gotta remember that you haven't had enough time to gain any sort of intelligence. Your frontal lobe isn't quite developed yet.
You should
it's a
tell the loyal
Evans mac and
viewers
cheese.
about your little one talking about going to bear camp.
Oh, she just doesn't really know anything about hunting. This was years ago.
I think she was 3, maybe.
She was
4.
I was saying good night to her, and I was like, I'm gonna be I'm leaving in the morning. I don't know if you're gonna be awake before I leave, so I might not see you for a couple days. She was like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going up north to hunt bear. She was like, why? I don't know. Do I want to? Oh. Are you going to eat it? I was like, yeah. If I shoot one, yeah, we'll eat it. Are you going to eat its blood? No, why would I eat its... I'm not a fucking vampire. Why would I eat its blood? Right off the... That's the kind of thing where, they'll start a conversation with you, and then halfway through, you'd be like, oh, okay, this is kind of going somewhere, and then, nah. They'll clothesline you with a why.
Rosie,
Ow, to something that's not a why or a...
she's good at starting it sharp too. She'll start it real sharp, and a couple sentences in, you're like, you got me.
She knows how to get you with the hook. She knows how to hook you, man.
Yep.
And then she's
Gets
like,
you all involved.
Hi, my name's Rosie. What's your name?
do you want to see my dead kitten?
Maybe like Zach. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. My parents like that name. One time when I, and just off to the next.
One time when I was a baby.
It's like every time I come over. Hi, what's your name? I was like, I've been coming here since you were born. You know who I am. Quit asking.
If I don't bring Chloe, like Rosie just acts like I don't exist.
Yep. Or if I call you, if I'm on the phone with you and she hears your voice, she's like immediately like bugging the hell out of me, like literally climbing up on me. I want to talk to Chloe. Rosie is a. Do you have games on your phone?
Do you have games?
You have them? Let me see them.
Do you have games on your phone?
No, I don't. I don't believe you.
Yeah. Let me see. How? How can you see them? They're not there.
Because on my mommy's phone, all you do is press this and you can see.
Yeah.
Then she does it, and you're like, okay, well, you actually do know. What the hell?
Yeah, there it is. You got games on your phone.
She's awesome, though.
That's Amy just, she started getting into Minecraft. She like downloaded it on her phone.
Oh man.
When Easter, we were at my parents' house, and I was like making fun of her for it, and she was like, I don't even play it that often. I was like, you literally play it every night until your phone dies. It's addicting.
No, I don't.
I don't play Minecraft.
I literally don't even really play it that much. I literally only really play it sometimes.
I don't play Minecraft. I can't lie. I still like every winter. There's like a solid 2 weeks. I'm like, ooh, Minecraft, and then I get addicted to it again.
You know me, brother. I'm not a video game guy.
You don't game the videos.
I don't game videos. I'm an original Monopoly chess kind of guy.
I like
game. Sorry.
You guys ever play
Scrabble.
Yeah, Scrabble. Good game.
I like Rummy. I play Rummy.
Yatsu or whatever.
Yatsu.
Yahoo or whatever the hell that's called.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
Una. You ever play Una?
Una.
You have Uno.
You have to say it. I hate when you play Uno and people don't know you gotta say you have the last card.
It's like, have you never played this fucking game before?
Now you must
Been around for years.
How about bingo?
Bingo.
I love bingo.
If you can't play bingo though, you're the simplest soul ever.
I might start going to. I might pick out a bingo club and start playing bingo.
Dude, I'll get all
go to
the
Legion and play bingo.
Bingo.
I'll get all the color
Old
stampers.
geriatric person that I am.
You get a little fanny pack with all your stampers in there. Today I'm gonna have the red stamper.
American Legion Post 18.
That's the Jeanette Hall. Bingo.
Bingo.
I want to fully embody like the Pittsburgh persona, I guess.
Well, you have to love you have to love bingo
You gotta love bingo.
and the chicken
It's
dance
fun. Bingo's fun.
Yeah, it
and
is fun.
slaw.
It is fun. I've played bingo a number of times. I've always enjoyed it.
I've never had a bad time playing bingo.
Bingo.
It's like one of those things like you act like you're having a shit time, and you end
The
up
whole time, all I do is role play in my head like I'm gonna fucking scream it as soon as I fucking.
Yeah, you're thinking like, what are you gonna do when you hit the
I got like
jackpot?
4 in a line. I'm like, just
like
say that.
biting my tongue.
Say that.
Like a feral animal.
Bingo.
Yeah, I'm gonna get kicked out of here for how violently I scream bingo as soon as they fucking give me B32. I swear I will light this
Does
place.
bingo only exist in Canada and in the United States?
Call B2. Call B2. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Or is that just that app?
You're looking for B32 and
I
they're
think
like
that's
B23. Bingo! Never mind. Fuck!
She's 23. Fuck, I got 24. Fuck.
I need B2. B24.
I hate losing bingo. I mean, it
I
makes
hate
you,
losing in general. I get real competitive.
You are very competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, my rule for doing anything is if you're gonna get into it, are you really trying to lose?
I was playing cornhole with Devin on Easter, and he was kicking my ass. And he was pulling the old fashioned. How do you play this? How's this game go? What do I have to say? And he's fucking sinking threes. And I'm like,
Dude, I bet you I would crush Devin in cornhole.
I wouldn't say that.
That's why every
I'm
time
pretty good. I'm pretty good at cornhole, dude.
Yeah. So am I, brother.
Like every time.
So
I
am I.
Every
He
time.
smoked me. He took me to the smokehouse, seasoned me up, and let me go for 8 to 9 hours.
Made you a good old cornhole brisket.
Devin Keels. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. We're cornhole players from birth.
I think your dad's better at horseshoes though.
I definitely am too. Remember that party at your dad's house? I smoked everybody. Not a soul on this planet can hold up to me.
I suck ass at horseshoes, but I'll smoke you in
I'm
cornhole.
so good at
I
horses.
could
No, you
probably
wouldn't.
I'll beat you in cornhole.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
We've proven that.
I'll kick your ass.
You
in the
never
pool,
beat
though.
me in cornhole. Was I
Brandon's
blindfolded?
house. Brandon's house.
Who was my teammate?
Me.
That's why.
It was me.
I lost
We
to
were
Derek.
teammates.
Damn it! I was trying to gaslight Derek here.
No, you
Wait,
weren't.
who was my teammate?
Because Derek
Oh,
said,
Steve.
Derek said to me before you, Eric. You didn't listen. I'm pretty sure me and
No, I
Eric.
think you.
Me and Eric were
We
teammates.
beat everybody
Steve.
there. We beat everybody there.
Yeah.
We were back to back.
I think the only people that even came close to beating us were my mom and Greg. And it was like a fluke game.
It got dark.
Yeah.
It got dark and we couldn't see. But horseshoes, yeah. That's my
I
That's
think
my
you gotta
niche.
aim more with horseshoes than you do cornhole.
I don't
Like
know.
honestly, like
It's a different
every time
throw.
I play horseshoes, it's like you really gotta aim.
You have to aim with both of them. I'd say you really think about how you throw it. More of the horseshoe.
yeah.
Like cornhole, I just get fucked up and I just toss the damn things.
You still gotta aim though.
Well, when you see 3 boards, it's kind of like a crapshoot. I just hope for the best.
Aim for the middle one, doesn't hit. Aim for the right one, doesn't hit. Let's give it the left board.
You have a 33.3333 repeating percent chance of hitting one of them.
That's
Now,
like
my game's pool though.
I'd probably beat you.
Bet.
Next
Rick, I wouldn't be
time,
so willing to die on this hill.
I kicked your ass in pool. I kicked you and Steve's ass.
Hey, how about
one
that?
night.
How about that night at your dad's house down in the basement when Derek was saying the same thing and did not beat a single person?
Okay, playing against Noah isn't fair.
you didn't beat me either.
You lost to like 3 or 4 people.
The table's crooked.
I think you lost to Kayla, dude. I think Kayla beat you.
I wouldn't be too quick to pass away on that hill, brother.
The table's not level.
Table's
It's not
crooked.
league size.
I would smoke you on a league size table.
Speaking of pool tables, I told you guys about the fellers that came to pick up my pool table whenever I sold it. Whenever you didn't want it
No,
anymore.
you didn't tell me.
Dude, looking at that thing in your house and thinking about putting it in here with the 3 people that did show up to help, I was like, nope.
There was like 8 people there.
There was not 8 people.
There was Dwayne, his friend,
There was Dwayne and Levi.
me, you, Jason, Kerrigan, Chloe, somebody else.
No woman is going to help us pick that up.
Well, they were there. They were helping.
I like your logic.
So anyway,
Anyways,
Fellows
so I
came to
put it
get your
on
table.
Facebook Marketplace. I only put it on for like $300. You know, just something, because they were all convincing me like nobody's moving the damn thing. Just put it on Marketplace. I hope somebody grabs it.
Dude,
If they don't,
Jason-
just leave it here.
Jason
Like, all right.
was like,
So I put it on
sell
Marketplace for $300. I said $300 or best offer. Message me for details. I had a couple people message me, and this one dude was like, "I will give you $200 today if I can come out and grab it today." I was like, "Well, can you do $250?" He's like, "Well, I only got $200." I was like, "All right, dude, just come grab the damn thing." I just wanted it gone, and I didn't want to move it. And I was like, "This thing weighs like 400 pounds. You better bring a lot of people out here."
400 pounds.
It took 6 of us to move it.
You think you take 6 humans to move 400 pounds? Is what I'm
it was
saying.
definitely more than 400 pounds.
You think?
Dude, that was like
What's an average pull? What's a granite pull table?
that was like half the weight of a car.
8 foot by, I don't know. It was 8 foot long and it was single piece slate. That's all I know.
But anyway, while he's typing that up.
While he's typing that up, 3 dudes showed up. One was like 5'2", and the other 2 were like between 450 and 1,000 pounds. No.
Yours was definitely yours was.
That's got to be 400 to 500 pounds.
Well, that says nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
about,
with 8.
that says nothing about being granted or nothing else. That says a
Remember
one-piece
how many
table.
people we had moving it to your house, and it was heavy for all of us.
There was me, you, Jason, Eric.
Yeah.
Zach.
Yeah.
No, your dad.
Dad wasn't there.
Zach.
Colton.
We were struggling.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well, anyways, these 3 crackheads were not struggling getting the
they were
damn thing.
crackheads.
Oh my god.
They resold it.
No, I was talking to this dude. There wasn't a single tooth between all 3 of them. Not a single damn tooth. And the dude gave me the cash first. Like, he handed me the cash and then they grabbed the table. Because he showed up and I was like, hey, before you guys move this, do you have the cash on you?
Smart move.
He's like, oh yeah, here you go. I was like, okay, I don't want to be a dick, but if you guys break it, you're still taking it. And I'm keeping the money. They're like, oh, we're good. Oh, we know. I was talking to the dude, and he's like, yeah, I just love collecting pool tables. Like, I got a whole garage. And he said he had like 8 pool tables, and he picked up 3 of them that week.
Derek,
And this
it might have
3
been,
dudes.
It might have been a bit of a fabrication.
Yeah, this sounds like one of those bullshit
It
stories.
sounds like
I've
something a
heard.
crackhead
Dude,
would
I'm not.
say.
He showed me pictures of this garage full of pool tables.
I can't-
I'm not shitting you. But
It
anyways,
sounds like I've worked with a lot in the asphalt field. I've worked with a lot of crackheads. That sounds like some crackhead.
he had
shit.
photographic evidence, man. Whether he took that picture or found it online, I don't know. I'm not digging that deep. But anyways,
Crackhead files.
these 3 dudes pick it up by themselves and load it into a clapped out, like 99 Dodge Dakota with a 5-foot bed. As they're strapping it down, I could see the wood sides caving in and cracking and everything. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then they just, as soon as they get it in, strapped down, this truck is like squatting on the fucking ground. And they were from your area, Scottsdale, or Scottdale, or however you say it.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Scottsdale.
Because the dude was like, oh, I'm in Delmont right now. I could be there in like an hour whenever he was texting me. I was like, okay, this sounds good. And then when I was bullshitting with him, I was like, hey, where are you from? You know, just talking to him. I was like, oh, I'm from Fayette County. I was like, oh, I got a buddy down there. Where at? He's like, Scottsdale. I was like, oh, okay.
So I told him where you lived.
I gave you your address. No, I was like, wait, are you driving this thing the whole way there? And he's like, yeah, we're going to take 70. I was like, oh, God. His pool table's hanging out the back like 3 feet. It's cracking and everything.
Hey, speaking of crackheads, I thought this was funny. So my boss paid this guy who, he's into the paraphernalia that he's into, you know. And so he paid him to do a bunch of sanding. Basically a huge monotonous job that nobody wants to do. But that's besides the point. He was like, hey, I'll give you $500 to do this. So, hey, money talks, you know what I mean? Cracks America's biggest motivator. The guy comes and does it. And he does it, like, pretty good, does a good job, whatever. And Frank gave him the $500. And the guy took off, and Frank didn't hear from him for a while. And in my mind, I pictured Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
When he puts the Crisco on the trash can lid. And he puts, as soon as he hits the old, boom! You see the flash of light and he's gone. I was like, as soon as that $500
As soon as it touched his hand.
boom! He just disappeared. Whoa!
Shazam! Where'd he go?
Yeah. And then you got a picture like the crack house. They're all just sitting around, like smoking, cracking. Boom! And there he is. It's like a little smoke. Whoa!
He appears, he's just going, bang!
Yeah, dude.
Fucking bags.
Yeah, I don't want to say. I'm not going to say where he's from or his name or anything like that. But we were like, he was the king of his hometown for a day. He showed up with $500.
We know where
Yeah, you guys know. Everybody in that town was like,
What's the name of the?
Where you working? Can I get a job there?
What's the name of that movie with Ice
Friday.
Cube? Friday. Damn! Look out, it's Debo.
I thought that was funny though.
That is funny as hell.
I think we're at an hour.
I was just thinking about that, like just the fucking
about there,
like catching
yeah.
on fire.
Right about there.
I know. Well, as soon as he told me that, it was like I just pictured that scene. As soon as he puts the trash can down, there's a flashlight and he's gone. But
Go.
Well, dude, yeah, they gave me that cash for that table like right then and there before they even walked in the house.
well, that's good.
It was. I was happy they did.
Get some fair crack kids. We can say that.
You can do an outro if you want, or we can just.
Goodbye.
Join us next time. Please look into the glory hole next time. Every time. Always look into the glory hole. We'll always be here and we'll always.
Every time you gander into it, a new episode will arrive. Posting weekly.
Join us in the glory hole.
Link in the description down below.
Thanks for
Follow us
joining
on
us.
Spotify and YouTube.
And if you hate me, don't worry. I'm not here often.
Okay, bye.